Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Chosen Guardian Games Intel. And today is Friday once again, my favorite day of the week. We get our Friday update. XUR, this guy in front of me, has returned, as well as Trials of Osiris. And as I said, it is Guardian Games, so we have quite a bit of stuff to cover. A lot of farms, glitches, cheeses, and such. But first, let's just see what XUR is selling today. We have the Prometheus Lens. That's a trace rifle. Used to have a pretty interesting glitch with this when it first came out, where you would basically get about 25% of the damage total, and then it would just zap whatever the enemy was for that remaining 80%. So this used to be pretty crazy in PvP there for a little bit, if anybody remembers that. We have the Orpheus Rig for the Hunter class with a 62 total roll, high mobility 15, resilience 15, recovery 2, discipline 7, intellect 14, and 9 strength. We have the Chitin Rampants for the Titan class. These are pretty awesome. I would say these are probably the best exotic currently in the game for the Titan class, for PvP at least. These allow you to get the shield that you can actually fire through. These are a 63 total rolls, so not bad on that end as well. 16 mobility, 14 resilience, 2 recovery, 15 discipline, 9 intellect, and 7 strength. And then for the Warlock, we have the Stag with another 63 total roll, 6 mobility, 9 resilience, 18 recovery, 14 discipline, and 14 intellect, 2 strength. This is actually a pretty good roll if you don't have this particular helmet. Definitely pick up the Chitin Rampants if you don't have them already, because these really are probably the best exotic in the game, especially if you're thinking of going into Trials this weekend. And if you are, let's just head on over to Mr. Scene 14 really quick. And for the 3-win bounty today, you will be getting the Messenger. So quite an awesome farm when it comes to Trials this week, everyone. The Messenger, quite the sought-after weapon. Currently, I know it's very good in PvP. I've heard it's actually pretty good in PvE as well. So definitely go after this. Very easy to get. Pick up this bounty, and you'll get one at 3 wins. You'll also get one at this bounty. It's good all around. For 5 wins, we have the arms today, and for 7 wins, we have the chest. For flawless, it's looking like it's the adept version of the Messenger. So again, take full advantage. Trials is Javelin 4, the map this week. Heavy sniping map, so make sure you bring some range weapons with you. And that's pretty much it for those 2 things. Now on to other sort of community stuff. As I said, Guardian Games, I believe the Hunters have won this week. Kind of no surprise there. If you head over to the tower, I think Eva Levant will have something available for you. She's had a couple of interesting things going on with her this week as far as glitches are concerned. Both of them, unfortunately, were fixed. One, of course, was the legendary shard farm that allowed you to really farm up on legendary shards. I almost have 3,000, and you could use the exchange at Spider. This was done simply by buying the class item and then deleting it, and it would give you, for 1,000 glimmer, it give you 4 legendary shards. So you can then go and buy a glimmer if you needed it from the Spider for planetary materials. It would total about 4 legendary shards for 10,000 glimmer. So you would use 1,000 glimmer to get 4 legendary shards, and you could get 10,000 glimmer for the same 4 legendary shards. It was quite the thing. It only lasted about 8 hours, it seems like. Then there was another glitch that was going on for the better part of the first day that basically allowed you to use the cards that Eva Levant sells for laurels. You could, if you held on to, I think it was 63. How many total bounties can you hold on to? It was if you held on to 62 out of 63 total bounties, you could see this down in the bottom left corner here. If you were basically just filled up on bounties, you could then buy those cards, and it would essentially duplicate the card and send it to your postmaster for some reason. And then you could actually load up on cards, allowing you to hold more than you would normally be able to, and then complete multiple medals at the same time. So you could essentially get some, I think it was like, you could sometimes get 2 gold medals and 2 platinum medals all done at the same time. That has also been patched, unfortunately, but it was a good one while it lasted. One that hasn't been patched, and I did talk about this in my last video, is the new apparent farm glitch associated with the hollowed layer, specifically the hollowed layer strike. I do think this is something that's probably affecting more than that strike, but that's definitely the best one to do it on. I don't know if the particular timing works out with all the other strikes, but if you didn't see my last video, essentially there is a glitch that allows you to repeatedly farm out the hollowed layer boss encounter just at the boss kill, and go for things like the royal entry, which is the new, well, it's not new, but the rocket launcher, which has fairly meta roles on it currently and is very sought after. So if you haven't seen that video, I kind of go through a little bit in a little bit more detail in there, but essentially the hollowed layer strike has a repeatable glitch on it that allows you to farm out the boss kill and get the loot while still being able to maintain that checkpoint and go back in and get the boss again, so you could farm out. Sometimes I think it's actually rewarding 3 legendary rewards per chest sometimes, so I think there's another little glitch going on with it. I don't know if that's just because of the fact that you're doing it over and over again, it's sort of messing with the RNG or something, but it's a good one to know. So you can essentially farm infinite legendaries just by doing that boss kill over and over again and get a royal entry. It's pretty awesome. You can do that with a group. I was in my last video actually showing you how you could do it solo, simply by acquiring this little class item from your collections tab, which you can go over here and find it. If you go over to armor and go down to leveling, most people should find this here, but you'll also find a bunch of 1100 white gear or green gear. But basically, there's several ways that you can solo queue. It's easier on some things than others. For example, it's probably the easiest on the PlayStation Network, but on the Xbox it can be a little bit more difficult, and I was currently playing on an Xbox at the time, so even though on a PC you can simply just change the timing, same thing with PlayStation Network. On Xbox, you need to buy this little guy, the Dream Bond at 21, unless you have something that's lower power than that. But this one bond will lower your power so much that you'll be able to solo queue. So you can then just go into the hollowed layer solo, progress through the strike, it's fairly easy, and then farm out the boss by yourself. And that is going to be it for today's video. Oh, actually, one more thing. That same farm, actually, because of the hollowed layer strike and because of the amount of enemies you get, you can actually farm out quite a few laurels there as well. Just another thing to keep in mind. That is actually it for all the information, though. So thank you so much for watching all the way till the end of the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already to be entered into that giveaway at 50,000 subscribers. We're doing a giveaway. It's going to be a $100 value giveaway, either in games. It was going to be a Destiny 2 Beyond Light Deluxe, but I have a feeling a lot of people have that. If you don't have that, you of course can have that. I think it was about $100 it was going for at the launch. I don't know if it's still at that, but in either way, we're going to do that value in either games or Destiny stuff, you know, whatever it is. But if you have Destiny something else, all you have to do is do those things I mentioned, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications, the bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always, if you leave a comment or one of the hashtags that is listed right below this video in the comment section down below, I'll give you a second entry into that video. Remember, all those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos, so if you haven't done that on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Thank you once again so much for watching, and of course, we will see you in the next video. Little